On the first Sunday in July each year, something strange happens in Essex. All roads lead to Matching Green. This picturesque village, with its beautiful village green, tranquil settings, old English pub, and pretty country houses, is invaded by thousands of people, all gathering for the best car show of its type in the country. This is the story of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club's 11th annual show, 2005.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome to the car show. On behalf of Matching Green Classic Car and Sports Car Club, may I welcome you to the show. And this morning I'd like to introduce our compere for the day, Mr. Steve Saunders.
Thank you, Chris. Hey everybody. It doesn't seem a year ago, does it somehow? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older, time just seems to fly by. But we've got a fantastic show today, I tell you, more than we've ever had. Now for those of you that have never been here before, welcome, and I'll tell you a little bit about the show. It's not like any other car show you'll go to. For those of you that have come back year after year after year, welcome again to the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club show. But what I'd like to do now is to open the show with our normal way of doing it, which is to bring in the diversity of cars, some of our club members. This will give you some idea of what we're about. We're about diversity. We're about everything from classic cars right up to modern day sports cars. And this, I'll give you some idea. All of these cars coming in here are members' cars. In fact, back from a recent European tour, some of them went over to Le Mans. And that's what we do. We set up trips for everybody. We have trips to other clubs, obviously. We do social trips, continental trips. That's all part of our remit. Most of all, we like a bit of social stuff. And what I'm going to do now is just have a word with the members, see if we can find out why they joined the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club and what they've been up to. Now, Neil, I mean, I know your recent trip was Le Mans, wasn't it?
Yeah, we went down there last month to see the 24-hour race.
So, now tell us a little bit about the car, because she's lovely, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a 1978 Aston Martin V8. I've got all the history. There's nothing particularly special about it. It's absolutely standard. It's never been restored. It's just a nice old car. It's not in conqueror's condition, but it's nice.
And she runs lovely, doesn't she?
She runs very well, and I've had no problems with her in all the time I've owned her.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Neil. Thanks for bringing her in today for everybody to have a look at. Another reminder, if you buy the programme today, you'll be able to vote for the car that you'd most like to go home in, OK? So that could be it, and the club car as well, but we've got someone judging that today, so that could be the best club car, or it could be this one. Hi, tell everybody your name.
My name's Alan.
Alan, tell us about the car, mate.
Well, I've had this car since 11 o'clock yesterday morning.
That long? 11 o'clock yesterday morning. Had you been searching for one, or was it like a little whim, you know?
No, I had problems with the Alfa. We won't go into that. I had trouble with a Ford with a small F, not a capital F. So when the insurance paid out, I was looking for something else. It was either going to be another old Alfa or a Lancia. Saw this one, couldn't resist it.
I only bought that car yesterday, 11 o'clock, so there you go. That could be the club car of the year, or indeed it could be the car you'd most like to go home in. Could be this Alvis. Hi, tell everybody your name.
Laurie.
Laurie, tell us about the car a little bit first, mate, because she's gorgeous, isn't she? Lovely, all green in here. When you get a chance to have a look inside this car, it matches the outside. It's totally green.
Yeah, it's a 1964 Alvis T21. And it was rebuilt in 1984, and it's stayed in this condition ever since.
And what about the club? What makes you continue to be a member of the club?
I was a founder member of the club, and I've just enjoyed all the social aspects of it. You know, we have lots of trips abroad and also in England. It's a wonderful club.
There you go. From a founder member, it's a wonderful club, and it is indeed. And I think the theme's coming out now a bit. It's the social side of things, not about the cars, it's the social side. The cars just happen to be there, Tony, don't they?
They do indeed, Steve.
So, Tony, tell us about this, because I know she's your pride and joy, isn't she, really?
Yes, it's been in the family since 1977. It's gone round the clock once, and it quite often goes out on club trips.
Quite often goes out on club trips, indeed. And looking at the club trips, what's your most memorable, would you say?
They're all very good, actually. I think so. As everyone else has said so far, the club has got a fantastic social life as well as having the cars as interest as well.
But this is pretty stunning, isn't it, this one?
Yes.
Yes, he says.
My name's Dennis, and it's a 77 Stag, almost original apart from the paintwork which has been redone, even down to the Leyland radio. You know?
So you've tried to keep everything as original as possible. I mean, that's often an argument, isn't it? Some people buy a beautiful classic car like this and then stick a big thumping stereo in it while, you know, they change the wheels and do everything. But that's not for you, no?
No, keep it original as much original as I can.
So if you keep it original, is it worth more money that way, do you think?
No, not really. It's just the thing of keeping it in its original state.
It's a personal thing, really, I guess. Okay, so tell us about the club. How long have you been a member?
About 6 or 7 years. I moved into the village about the same time. So, you know, it's I'm very much a part of it.
Fantastic. Andy, tell us about this car. She's just wonderful, isn't she? But you've had your problems.
A few problems. It only took us 3 years to get to Le Mans.
It did indeed, because we broke down the first time, did some serious damage really. But now she's had a full rebuild, hasn't she, pretty well?
Every nut and bolt underneath, and yeah, she's now there, isn't she? She's singing.
She is singing. I mean, I know this is often a rude question, but I know everybody out there is thinking it. How much is this worth? What would you insure it for instance? It's obviously several thousands.
Yeah, 40.
40,000 pounds, and that I would say is conservative, because I was looking at some of these the other day and they can go 45, 50,000, can't they, in this sort of condition. But she's a beautiful car. What they like to drive, Andy? Because I mean, I think anybody that saw Top Gear a couple of weeks ago, they compared one of these with a fairly German sports car, modern sports car, but they you know, he did say that the handling was absolutely phenomenal, especially given its age, obviously.
It's like that. Oh, the mic's gone. Yeah. It's like that feeling of, how can I say, making love for the first time, every time.
You remember that far back, can you?
No, I assume.
Alrighty. Okay, well, she sure is a lovely car, and that's just an example of the cars that we have in our car club. As I say, it's not about one make, it's not about classic cars, it's about sports cars. Most importantly of all, it's about having a good time and a social time. This, I'm going to say this so many times today, but this is really a wonderful example, and it's a beautiful car. Tell us your name first, sir, please.
My name's David Sullivan. I come from Finchingfield, and it's the first time at the show. Very good event. So.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say so. And it's a beautiful car, and we appreciate you bringing her down. Tell us a little bit about her. Have you had her long?
I've had the car nearly 3 years. It's a 1958 Jaguar XK 150 drophead. It had a bare metal respray in about 1991 and has been looked after pretty well since then. Not by me, but since I've had it the last 3 years. It's a very, very solid example. You don't see many of them around really these days, and I quite like it.
It's a lovely car. I was going to say, was it kind of like, you know, you set out to buy one of these, or did you set out to buy something else, saw this and thought, you know what, I like that?
No, when I was growing up, I grew up in the 50s, and this was the car that was making all the news, if you like, because Jaguar during the 1950s won Le Mans 5 times.
Now, different type of car, but equally as gorgeous. Like yourself, of course. Tell us your name.
My name's Mary Blunden.
Mary, tell us about the car, Mary.
Actually, I don't know too much about it.
You've got a board there, read it off the board.
Well,
look, cue card.
I know that it's very unusual because it's 4-door. And say, Can you read it?
Actually, even from there with my eyes I can read it, yeah. The new 4-body had low, rankish lines, cutaway body size, and certainly looks like a sports car. Redesigned manifold with downdraft, a Zenith carburetor with a special high-lift camshaft and strong valve springs, which with a balanced crank all help to produce 40 brake horsepower. How do you handle that power, eh?
Well.
Quite well. Oh yes, she's a lovely, lovely car. It's an Austin Ripley Sports Tourer 10/4.
And it's unusual because it's a 4-door, and I acquired it for my husband who died last year.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it's great to have her here, and she's a lovely, lovely car, and continue enjoying her because she's great. Could be the car of the year. Dolly, why is she called Dolly?
My husband's mother, and she's still alive, and she's 100 this year.
Oh, wow, fantastic. Well done. Well, maybe Dolly could be the car of the year, you know, the car of the show, so who knows. Like I said, sir, it's all about the trimmings. The hat is wonderful, suits the car brilliantly. Tell us your name.
It's Mike Batt. I'm from Upminster.
Mike Batt, not the Mike Batt of Womble's fame?
No.
Ah, OK, I just thought I'd check. All right, tell us about the car, Mike.
It's a 1955 Daimler Conquest Roadster. Bodies by car bodies, 2.5 litre straight 6. It was a derivative of the Conquest Saloon. It was actually built to take on the Jaguars, which it failed completely miserably.
OK, you know the format now. Name and then about the car, please.
Yeah, my name's Dave Allen, I'm from Romford. The car's a 1935 single Le Mans Speed Special. These cars were raced at Le Mans in their class under 1000cc, and they actually raced the cars from 1933 at Le Mans till 1935, and then it was just competition after that.
So they raced at Le Mans, these cars?
Yeah.
I mean, I was at Le Mans, for this year's one a couple of weeks back, and I heard a very interesting story about Le Mans, and I don't know whether it was one of these, and it may well have been, but the drivers, when they got to the nighttime section, used to get in and change into their evening attire with a bow tie and things like that. Have you heard that story?
That was on the bigger cars, not on these small ones. You really have to keep your eye on the road. It's they're not easy to drive.
The show started at 11 a.m. By 11:30, the village green was beginning to resemble a very large and very exclusive car park. Literally, hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of classic and sports cars were pouring into the show. It soon became clear that this was going to be Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club's largest ever show, and the best attended. From humble beginnings some 11 years ago, this show has grown from approximately 20 club cars exhibiting at just a very small village fete to the estimated 1,500 club and visitor cars that will turn up today. The main arena has something of interest going on all day, and right now it was host to a very special group of cars celebrating their birthday.
And it's very special because it is their 50th anniversary this year. 50 years of the MGA. These two raced at Le Mans. Got a fantastic history, fantastic pedigree, and we're going to find out a bit in a minute when Chris tells us all about the MGAs. They're a beautiful looking car. And I've got to tell you, when I was out in Le Mans, I actually was fortunate enough to do part of the circuit in one of these, and they are pretty stunning to go around in. The suspension, the handling. For a car that's 50 years old, they are truly remarkable. What a beautiful sight, ladies and gentlemen. That truly is a piece of British motoring history in front of you now. 50 years. Chris, tell us a little bit about the MGA, mate, because it is truly a remarkable car from its history point of view, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably described as the most beautiful MG ever built. It was all designed in a wind tunnel. So you've got minimum resistance. Originally started as a 1500cc, then they developed the twin cam, which was in its day was quite revolutionary. And then they developed the 1600, which is this model, and then the 1622 came out in, I think it was 1961, for the last 6 months of production. They actually produced over 100,000 of these cars. 90% of which are exported to the United States. And now they're actually bringing them back because there's not many left in this country. Earlier last month, we had a big MGA gathering at Waddesdon Manor, and we actually had 140 MGAs turn up at that event.
Wow, so how many do you reckon in total left in the country then? If you had 140 there, a couple of hundred, 250 maybe?
I think there's probably around about maybe 400 to 500 in the country, but trying to get them all together in one place, very difficult.
Yeah. Actually 140's going some, isn't it? I bet that was some sight.
It was indeed. They were all queued up from right round the perimeter of the Waddesdon Manor itself, going right the way down the drive as far as you could see, MGA after MGA.
Wow. Now I know she is your pride and joy, but you do use her, don't you? She goes everywhere on all the club trips and things.
Certainly does. In fact, it was only about a fortnight ago we were in Le Mans, and I was the guy that took Steve around the circuit. Fortunately, we couldn't go too fast. We had to keep it down to about 110. But it was really good.
It was fantastic. It really was fantastic. Well, Chris, this stands a chance of winning not only the car of the show, but also the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club, because you are the chairman of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club, aren't you?
I certainly am. Tried many ways to get out of it, but they won't let me go.
Absolutely not. You do too good a job, Chris. That's your problem. Lovely. Thank you for being here. Thanks for letting us know a little bit more about the MGA. Hi, sir. What's your name?
Stephen Estafiou.
Another Stephen. A lot of Stephens here today. Tell us about the car, Stephen.
I bought it about 4 years ago. It's done 4 Monte Carlo rallies now. It's been around Le Mans a couple of times.
Wow, it's done Monte Carlo rally.
Yes.
With you at the wheel?
Me at the wheel. This year we ended up second in class, beating all Porsches.
Fantastic. How do you do that in a car that's this old? You must spend hours looking after her.
Not really. I had to rebuild the body this year. Last year it got smashed up. But it's quite heavily modified. It produces over 100 horsepower. It don't hang around.
But it doesn't. What about handling? The handles well?
Excellent. Better than MGB.
Really?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't sell it?
No, not at the moment.
I can see you have a lot of fun with her. Thank you for bringing her here. And again, a car that's been around Le Mans, a car that's done the Monte Carlo. Lots of history with this car. Wonderful car. Hi, sir.
Hello there. My name's Dave from North London MG Club.
So you're from the North London MG Club. Thank you for being here today and bringing the car and bringing your members with you and yourself. Tell us about the car.
This is a 1960 MGA Mark 1. As I said, they brought out a Mark 2 in 1961, slightly bigger engine. I've had this one for 3 and a bit years. So it's done 17,000 miles, so I use mine pretty well every day, certainly weekends, and I was up in the Lake District last weekend. We're going to the Czech Republic in September for a tour with 3 other MGs, so looking forward to that.
Fantastic. Tell me, if you're going to take her abroad like that, what do you do? Fill the boot with spares? Are they that reliable?
They're very reliable. The only time this has ever let me down is when I had a throttle cable break a few months ago, but the engine is very reliable. You take the usual spares, but nothing particular.
Hello, he's got his notes at the ready. There we are. Oh no, I'm not reading it, so you read it. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Okay, tell us your name first.
Stan Sprod.
Stan Sprod. What a great name, Stan.
Oh, it is.
Fantastic name. You should write a book or something. All right, tell us about the car, Stan.
Well, a lot of it's already been said, about its history and production figures, but basically this one I've had it about 11 years now. It was restored bodily before I had it in 76, but it's a bit desperate now, so I'm going to have to do it again. Overall, it's done just over 80,000 miles. Fitted quite a lot of extras. 5-speed all-synchro gearbox. Anti-roll bar at the front, which was absolutely, it made a wonderful difference for handling. Boot-mounted spare wheel, oil cooler, all sorts of oddments like that I've done. And it makes it a jolly drivable car. I use it any time, unless it's actually raining when I leave home, because I don't like putting the damned hood up.
This is what a lot of people say. It's a bit of a pain, isn't it?
It certainly is. Most of the time we reckon to get wet rather than put the hood up, but there have been exceptions.
Last but not least, another beautiful example. What's your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris, tell us about the club a little bit, Chris.
Well, I'm just a member of the MG Owners Club, not a specific MG club at all, but just the Owners Club.
Okay, so if you're a member of the club, what advantages do you get for that? Getting the spares, I guess?
Spares, advice, the monthly magazine news, it's very useful if the teacher to belong to, not being mechanical myself, I've used them a lot of times for advice and that sort of thing. So a really good, organisation to belong to.
So, from the beautiful contours of the 50-year-old MGA to a car that, thanks to a certain film, is possibly the most recognisable in the world, it's time to go back to the future.
Now, how many times do you get asked things like, oh, can I go to 2028, please?
It's the usual ones. Where's the flux capacitor? Are they made of aluminium? No, they're stainless steel. Have you found any drugs in the boot yet? We get the whole sort of cliches.
The whole 9 yards. Now, I know also, I'm going to give you a little plug here, because you use your one. Anybody thinking of getting married, right? Any guys out there thinking of getting married, you want to go to the church in something pretty unique, this gentleman hires this out. Not you don't drive it, he drives you there. But you can arrive at the church. You know, the girls always get the roller, don't they? And you turn up in like your mate's Mini or something. Well, now you can actually go to church when you get married in one of these, okay? He will deliver you to the church on time in one of these. That's right, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. If you go to www.delorean-hire.co.uk, there's a few of us on there to be hiring out.
There you go. So you can, or anywhere else you'd like to turn up and impress people. All right, so we got you coming back later for the question of sports cars. Feeling confident about that?
Yeah, we're going to take the Hot Rod Boys.
You're going to take the Hot Rod Boys. All right. If for now we could do another circuit and then we'll talk to all you drivers when you get back for the question of sports cars, you need to start looking up about hot rods. I'll give you a bit of a clue, all right? But this really is a unique opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Your last chance then to get a photograph of the 6 lined up in this particular order. And we're going to spin them off. Stu, if you'd like to lead out, do a couple of laps, Stu, and then we'll exit. We really do go for the unusual here. Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing, obviously, several thousands of pounds worth of DeLorean doing their journey around at a very unique moment.
That sure was a very unique and special sight. 6 DeLoreans in one arena. And still the crowds poured in. The Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club parking and pitch organisers certainly had their work cut out. Terry Peasy, Kelvin Knappett, Alan Goff, Richard Way, they all were disappearing up their own exhaust pipes. They had got to the stage where they had to take over more and more of the village green, spreading out for what seemed like miles. Even the club's own pitch had grown. And if you look very carefully, you might just catch a glimpse of a lovely bright yellow Spitfire belonging to yours truly. It really should have won Best Car in Show, you know. But the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club show is not just about cars. Oh no, we like to show other things in the arena. Like mountain bike stunt riding?
Which is how the trials riding developed. So if you want to go off, guys, and I'll talk the crowd through what you're doing. So that's Richard there. He's showing you a basic track stand, which is a balancing skill which you need to do to perform all the tricks. It's the basic skill that it all starts from. Dave's now doing a hopping track stand, which is a track stand that allows him to move the bike around and then progress on to more difficult things. And he's getting a bit carried away now, he's lifting the wheels off the ground. Now Richard's bouncing on the back wheel, which is a basic skill again that will lead on to much more and greater things. As you can see, he's capable of going round and round in circles. Do you get dizzy, Rich? He's always dizzy, apparently. Big round of applause there. Thank you. Guys, nicked a car and parked it in the arena. What's going on, Albert? What's all that about? Can you sort that out, Steve?
I'll try, I'll find out.
Thank you. Well, that's an interesting opportunity, guys.
Albert, you see that?
We were just talking about larger obstacles to ride on to.
We should learn that, kid.
What car? What car? What is it? What is it?
It's a Rover.
What colour?
Red.
A red Rover?
L178YAC.
Oh, I haven't got a clue, really. A Red Rover L178YAC. Anybody seen a Red Rover? Kids, have you seen a Red Rover anywhere? Car? Sorry, where? Ah, that's not it, is it, by any chance?
That's my car!
They're all right. They're experts. They're professional people. It's all right. Look, you can't. Oh, it's dangerous. Don't. Look. Can we use it for a minute? Why? They're good on that.
Give her a tenner. Here you go, love. I'll borrow your car.
Yeah, we want change as well.
All right then. What a lovely lady.
Sorry, mate. Anybody see that guy who nicked it? He didn't go.
He legged it. He's gone.
Oh, you can't go on there now. It's her car. Can you? Are you all right there, love?
Get her out of there.
You're fine.
Put the wind through. Sorry, I'll leave you alone now.
Those boys on those bikes are really clever, you know. Earlier I spoke about Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club's own pitch at the show. Here it is. And here's some of the cars. What about this Porsche? Absolutely gorgeous. And here's an E-Type owned by Andy. Look at that engine. You could eat your dinner off of it. And here's a Morgan. These truly are elegant, elegant cars. Here's a fine example of a Rover. This is a lovely Lancia. You don't see many of these around anymore. We are a mixed club, you know. We take any car, even an XJS. And this is in really nice condition. Don't know about you, but I think it's such a lovely shade of blue. And here's another fine example of the beautiful Morgan. Our club just wouldn't be complete without the true British sports car, the MGB GT. We've got a couple in actual fact, and this is a lovely example. We are a classic and sports car club, and how about this for a sports car? It's a 1980 TR7, but it's not an ordinary one. Have a look at the spec on this. Talking of special cars, how about this lovely yellow Peril? And how about this for a sporty little red number? We are the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club. But it doesn't mean your car has to be green like this one. This GTM, believe it or not, is a kit car and was built by hand. There you go. I told you we had more than one MGB GT. And another lovely example of a GTM. This may look like an MGB GT, but in fact it's an MGC. We've already seen this Alvis in the arena. This is a gorgeous little Lancia. You really don't see many of these around anymore. And here it is then, the star of the show, that yellow Spitfire I was telling you about. It's mine. And now it's time to go back to the arena to enjoy everybody's favourite classic minis.
Roger Hill, are you all members of the same club, Roger?
Yes, we are members of the Mini Cooper Register, Essex region.
Fantastic, a Mini Cooper Register. How many members would that have?
Nationally, probably about 1,500.
1,500, that's great. Now, am I right in saying that would be only for the original Mini Coopers?
No, we do cater for the German Mini Coopers.
Yeah, a little smirk on your face. Yeah, the German Mini Coopers. We let them in begrudgingly just to get their money. Right, so tell us about this one then.
This car is a 1961 Mini, just basic 850 originally, modified for modified production saloon racing. It ran either myself or my wife driving it from 1991 to 1997. It's completed over 60 races, finished every one bar 2, and narrowly missed winning the championship in 95.
Outside of the arena was a collection of cars and vehicles you will only see the like of at a Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club show. Let's enjoy them. That was just a few of the many diverse makes, models, shapes and vehicles attending the show. Meanwhile, in the arena, it was time for 3 of our youngest members to show off their vehicles.
Erin, okay. All right, and is this the first time you've driven this?
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Yeah means no. Right. Alrighty, well, do you want to give us another demonstration of how good you are on this? Do you want to give us another demonstration of how well you can drive this car? Fantastic, alright. No crashing, alright? You go first, Demi, you follow them. It's amazing how they've grown in 4 years. They were about that tall when they did the race. And it's fantastic to have them back. Whoa, get out of the way if I was you. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for George and Ralph. Fantastic, and Debbie.
Now, in the 11 years that I've been hosting the show, I've had some unusual bits of kit in the arena, but none quite as unusual as this one.
You have about 2 minutes to tell us your name and all about this vehicle, starting from now.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Steve. This is Paula, the better half. It's F3432, which is a fighting vehicle, armoured personnel carrier. It's the driver, commander, obviously the boss, and a crew of 10 in the back. It's a multi-fuel vehicle, which means it's predominantly a diesel engine, but I run it on contaminated fuel. If any of you have ever put petrol in a diesel car and vice versa, that is contaminated fuel and it's no good for anybody. But this loves it. And at 1 gallon per mile, and 5 or 6 gallons warm up and the same cool down, it's lovely. So it's nice to run. We can't turn it on and off like a car, like parking here, because it needs a wind down, a cool down. Other than that, it's we use it to go shopping, playing around. I've owned it about 2 months. I took my track vehicle licence in one of these last August, and I've done just over 200 road miles in this one in the last 2 months, so I'm getting the hang of it now. So if you see me out on the roads, give us a wave, and please give me a wide berth. Have a nice show, everybody.
If you've taken your photographs, I think we won't ask you to do a couple of, we're just asking you to get out if we're good.
Each year we like to try and spring a few surprises. This year we thought we would test the chairman and find out who was best on a motorbike. Was it our first ever chairman, Alf Drake, or the current one, Chris Cooper? Watch and learn. Watch and learn.
And it's a pursuit race. You will start over here, Alfie will start over there. We'll have 5 laps and whoever crosses the lap in front will win the race, okay? Right, Alfie, you need to have a practice lap. Go on, son. Take your wallet out of your pocket and here go. Oh yeah, nicely done. Have a little practice lap. Chris, do you want to climb on yours and have a little practice, mate? Chris, you're allowed to open the throttle up a bit, mate, it's alright. There you go, Chris, go on, give me some welly, son. One lap, got one more lap up to here and then we're going to start the race. Go on, Chris. You're going to have to go on a diet, aren't you, obviously. Right. This is it here. Right. Now, because we're a safety conscious club, we won't allow any of this going on without head protection. In case it comes off. There's your head protection, sir. Put your head protection on. We won't have any dangerous stuff going on here. And since our current chairman likes a beer, we thought we'd give him the proper head protection. Alright, let me just tell you something then. We got Chris Cooper coming out of Bishop Stortford. He's the current club chairman of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club. Been our chairman for 2 years. He's on the yellow bike. So what we're going to do, we'll have this half of the arena supporting Chris, okay? So can we have a practice cheer for Chris, please? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, Chris Cooper! Pathetic. 1, 2, 3, Chris Cooper! That's better. Okay, that's up to about there, alright? That's the Chris Cooper supporting club. They're your fans there, Chris. And from there on down here, we've got the first ever chairman of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club. He was a founder member. In fact, if it wasn't for Alfie, we wouldn't all be here today. We'd all still be in bed or down the pub. So thanks for that, Alf. But you lot are cheering for Alf, okay, the original chairman of the club. And we do actually have our only other chairman at the time here with us as well. He's affiliating today. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it then for our original club chairman, Alf Drake. Woo! Bit of support there. All right, loads of cheering, 5 laps. Whoever crosses the line in front wins the race. Are we ready? Are we ready, gentlemen? My starters, please. Hands in the air, ready to drop. We'll let the crowd count down from 3 to 1, and then the race will start. Are we ready, crowd? God, it's hard work. Are we ready, crowd? Okay, here we go then, all together. 3, 2, 1, go! Go! I think you're winning, Alfie. Oh, he stole it! Oh, no! Get it going! Quick, we need a mechanic! Whoa, 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 red flag's out! Wait, red flag's out, stop, we gotta start again! Stop him! Stop him, it's a no start, we can't have that, mechanical failure. Alfie, you've got to come here again, full start. We had you for speeding in the pit lane. Okay, we're right now, is he running now? Alright, back over here, Chris, we'll have to go again. Chris, you go faster than that in your MGA. Right, are we ready, crowd? Sorry about this, we'll have to go again. Owing to the fact that our current chairman can't handle his clutch. Are we ready? All together again, please. 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, lots of cheering from that side for Chris. And on this side for Alfie, come on. Let's get behind them. Come on, Chris. Chris. Oh, Alfie's going to lick on, he's going to lap him. Come on, Chris, get your foot down. How many laps have we done? 1 lap done. Oh, he's lost his crash hat. Hello, we're going now. Come on, you lot, cheer for Alfie, he's in front. Chris is going to lap now. Oh, no, get him on the inside, Chris. How many laps? 2 laps done. This is the 3rd lap. Come on, Chris. You're the current chairman. 2 laps done. You could be lapped twice. What's your name, David Coulthard? Come on. 3, how many laps is that? 3rd lap, 2 laps to go. And he's on his 3rd lap as well. Come on, Chris. Oh, this is your last lap, Alfie. Big cheer this side for Alfie. He's going to win it easily. And he wins it. Woo! There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a word with the victor. Right, so, Mr. Drake, how do you feel after that fantastic victory?
Knackered.
Chris, what happened? What happened, Chris?
Well, I just lost power somewhere.
Lost power somewhere, blaming the bike, eh? Blaming the bike. All right, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please. Bit of fun, we like to do something different.
Try following that. But we do, with more cars.
Cars, like this one. This is a bit special, isn't it, this car?
A little bit, yeah.
Tell us your name.
Bob Snooks.
Bob Snooks. And Bob, tell us about the car, mate. It is effectively a kit car, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a kit car. It's based on the Rover Metro mechanics. I've got an engine from an MGF 1800 VVC.
Right, so is that the standard engine they told you to put in here?
Well, the standard engine is the 1400 GTI, but it'll take any K-series engine.
So you decided to stick that one in there?
Yeah, big one.
And it goes?
Very well.
It's a fantastic car and it's built to a really high standard. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Did you build it yourself?
Yeah, it took me 8 months.
8 months? So, I mean, you know, looking at it, the standard of it, you'd think that, you know, you'd spent a lot more time on that. I mean, you've really got to have a look inside this car, okay? Where you parked over on the, just over there. Try and get a look inside this car. It is a stunning car for a kit car. I mean, you know, people all too often poo-poo kit cars, don't they? But some of them are exceptional, and this is one of them. This is a fantastic car. It really is. The inside is wonderful. Do you get many problems with it though? I had to ask you that. We took this car to France and it didn't quite make it back under its own power, did it?
No, I lost the engine.
Yeah, we lost the engine, so it wasn't the car, it wasn't the design of the car, it was purely the engine, but a common fault with that Rover engine though, wasn't it?
It is a common fault, yeah.
Okay, but it's great to see her running again now.
From a kit car to a car star, the instantly recognisable Morris Minor. And there were quite a few of them. Let's enjoy some more of our visiting cars.
Carswell Hill. I've even been to Selseyville. I drove along the A45. I had her at 258. This copper stopped me the other day. Your mistake, what could I say? The tyres were a little worn, they were okay, I could have sworn. I like driving in my car. I'm satisfied I've got this far.
This show takes 12 months of preparation to put together, but when you see cars like this, it's all worthwhile. If the show keeps growing at this rate, we're soon going to have to extend the field, you know. When you come to one of our shows, you're in danger of putting your neck out because you just keep twisting from side to side, from car to car. There's so many to see.
stops us from tearing apart. No matter where I go, I hear the beating of your heart. I think about you when the night is cold and dark. No one can move me the way that you do. Nothing erases this feeling between me and you.
know, I don't think I've seen such an array of cars anywhere else. Let's go back and check out what's happening in the arena.
Tell us about the car and tell us your name.
Yes, Michael Morgan, 1936 Sport.
1936 she was built. You know, you look at this, I know she looks kind of like old, but she doesn't look that old. That's some age for this car. How long you had it?
About 20 years now.
Fantastic. So you've had time to really enjoy her and take her some places. Tell us your biggest memory with her.
Well, last year we went up to Oswestry for the Morgan Four-Wheeler Club meeting. The idea was going to three-wheeler and cause a sensation, but we didn't do that. We took two cars. A friend of ours was a bit worried about his brakes, so we put two on a trailer and took them both up there together.
And had a bit of fun and told them what a real Morgan was all about, I suppose.
We were taking a number of people around for little jollies from the day, from where we were actually having the event on the day.
Right. So, NMG,
Yes.
all the stuff going on at the moment, you still love it or do you want to sell it?
No, I love it.
But they're not going to be worth a lot of money, are they, MGs? You know, when they go bust and they've gone bust and no one will buy them.
No,
And...
I reckon it could go either way. Yeah, I reckon it could go either way.
Well, you think they'll find a buyer for the company,
Definitely.
So how long you had this one?
About a month.
About a month?
Yeah.
Long enough to find out and enjoy it, I guess?
Yeah, I've been really enjoying it.
I bet you're posing it. I bet you're posing it.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. We saw the way you come in the arena. I'll tell you. So, are you a member of any club particularly?
No, no club.
Right, join ours, okay? Mashing Green Classic Sports Car Club. This is ideal for it. Lots of touring abroad. Let's ask your friend. What's your name? Vanessa. Hey, where are you from, Vanessa? Don't giggle. I bet you're Essex girl, aren't you?
Of course.
Okay, if it was obvious, when you went...
Essex girl.
Yeah, okay. I think the white stilettos gave it away as well.
Exactly.
Okay, so you just pose with your mate, go out and do the cruising there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Of course, that's what it's about.
Sorry, say that again.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about, isn't it? All right, listen, girls. Make sure you join the Matching Green Classic Sports Car Club, all right? Because it'll be a good laugh.
I think we can check out a few more visiting cars before it's going to be time for the finale of the show, the awards.
Chris, it's been a great show, hasn't it? It's been absolutely terrific. This, am I right in saying this is our record-breaking show?
Certainly is. I don't seem to recall ever have seen so many cars on the green.
We actually had something going around Canton, so we will have a definitive number eventually. And it's the diversity, isn't it? But that's what the club's about, I guess.
That's right. You know, all different makes of cars, from very old to absolutely brand new. Absolutely terrific.
It has been a wonderful show, and we're ready now for the award ceremony, I think. So, if Alfie's got it all under control, I think you are going to announce the winners. So, Chris, I'll hand it over to you.
The best classic car in the show, it's the Singer. A beautiful car.
All right, that's the best classic car in the show, as voted for by our secret panel of judges. So, ladies and gentlemen, the best classic car in the show is the Singer GC363. Well done for the year 2005, the best classic in the show. The next one coming into the arena is the best sports car in the consideration of our panel of judges. If you can keep it there, sir, don't drive out the arena just yet. We want them all together. So please welcome into the arena the Chevrolet CSK 116. Here she comes, the best sports car in the show, as judged by our secret panel of judges. Who are these secret panel of judges, Chris?
No idea.
No idea. They've even kept it secret from you, Chris. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Nice warm welcome for the winner of the best sports car in the show, and I think that is some winner too. Look at that. Fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. I thought the Spitfire stood a bit of a chance, but, you know, obviously not. Next car in the show for 2005, the Chevrolet CSK 116. Now, this is an award that's hotly contested. It's the best club car. All of us, you know, like It's a friendly club, it really is, and we don't really mind about the cars. They just happen to be there so that we can have an excuse to have a beer. But we do like to win this one, the best club car. This year's winner is Ray Lewis Jensen Interceptor. Bring it in, Ray. The one that just disappeared in the mist on the way to Le Mans with me trying to catch it up in a beautiful E-Type that must have come very close to winning it. Best club car, the Jensen Interceptor. Well done, Ray. The one with fantastic history, owned by the writer, Mr. Robbins, who wrote Day of the Jackal. And it is chassis number 1 for the convertible Jensen's Interceptor, so she was the first convertible ever produced, so she really is got some real history and a lovely, lovely car. And I've got to say, a really nice guy who drives it as well.
I'll get you a beer later.
Thanks, mate. What about a tea? So, ladies and gentlemen, the best club car for the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club for 2005 is Ray Lewis Jensen Interceptor. Well done, Ray.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, Chris. That's very nice.
Nice one. Hey, Ray, I bet you're glad you renewed your membership now, aren't you? Alrighty. He went sabbatical for about a year, did Ray, but he's back in the fold now. Alright, and that leaves us with one more award, the final one, and it's the one that you vote for. If you bought a programme, then you would have voted for this. And the car I would like to go home in, the car I'd most like to go home in, and the winner this year is the Singer BNO 554. So if you'd like to bring it to the arena, please. This is the car that you guys all voted for the car that you'd most like to take home. And it's a great choice as well, it's a beautiful car. Look at that, he doesn't want a lap of honour, he just wants to get his hands on the trophy, blimey. Don't hang about. There's no money, there's just a trophy, you know?
I just want the trophy.
Well done, it's a beautiful car, you pleased?
Of course I am, yeah.
Fantastic, well thank you for bringing it down. Ladies and gentlemen, the car that you guys voted, the car you'd most like to go home in for 2005, which is the Singer BNO 554.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Lovely.
Those, ladies and gentlemen, are our winners for the awards for the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club 2005 Show of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the winners. They'll be in our club magazine. And like I say, if you've enjoyed yourself today, which I'm sure you have, you want to join the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club, you can do that today. Just go over to the club gazebo and sign up. It'll cost you 25 quid. That's all it's going to cost you. Thanks to all the volunteers for putting the show together. Thank you for coming and being here today and making this our record show. Yeah. And all I've got to say really is have a safe journey home. Watch out for the coppers, you know what they're like around here. And we look forward very much to seeing you in the year 2006. Remember, the first Sunday in July. Stick it in your diary, stick it on your calendars, and come back and see us next year, all right? Thank you very much indeed. We'll see you next year. Bye-bye.